Fortnite revealing the new up-and-coming TowHook weapon, new features and vehicle mods coming like armored windows, and Fortnite slipping up and leaking map changes in-game. These are just 3 of 25 massive changes coming in Fortnite Season 3, starting with new weapons. Revealed in the new trailer for this season was a handful of new items like the up-and-coming TowHook. Well, a bonus gameplay trailer of it was just leaked, and this thing is going to be nothing short of insane. Players will be able to hook onto cars to sick along for a ride, or when shooting someone, instead of being like a harpoon gun and pushing them towards you, if you hook them, it'll instead catapult them back. This is going to change the meta forever. In this newly leaked trailer footage, you can also spot the up-and-coming minigun finally returning to the game. It was last seen in Fortnite OG, and it's said to be returning soon, but players are very worried about the ability to pair the minigun with the infinite ammo medallion. It's definitely going to cause a lot of issues, but hey, fighting fire with fire has worked in the past, so maybe this will be the perfect counter to cars. Speaking of countering cars, a load of new items were reintroduced to the game in the new update. Boogie bombs have been unvaulted today to get enemies out of cars. The boom bolt damage multiplier now does more damage to cars. Nitro gauntlets take longer, and even cars have less health, so vehicle mods are now slightly less effective than before. These changes aren't even done, since boogie bombs will also soon be rotated out in favor of the shield breaker EMP item. Yeah, the new vehicle mods are notorious for making cars OP, and yes, Fortnite are way ahead of you because they've already begun developing 2 more of these. One of these is going to be the new armored windows. Yup, we've had bulletproof tires, so this is just the logical next step, and it'll give 500 HP to each window, and there'll also be a tire overhaul with spiked tires, which are going to damage nearby cars when up close. So it's safe to say driving in Season 3 is going to be nothing short of cinematic. Something to look forward to is the fact that more Fallout cosmetics are going to be making their way to the item shop. Aside from the T60 power armor skin in the battle pass, we might be getting some others from the popular game series, as players recently spotted a new announcement from Epic Games. This confirms it all, and in the bottom line of it, they officially say to keep your eye on the shop for a new back bling featuring Vault Boy, and what better to drop this with than the Vault Dweller skin. Speaking of collaborations, Fortnite's next season is Marvel themed, and in preparation, Epic have gone out of their way to ensure that next season is going to be crazy. A new mythic was just found in the files called Illusory Walls, the capital letters of this being I and W. It's common Fortnite will typically do this, and these 2 letters translate to Invisible Woman or Sue Storm from the Fantastic Four, so we could see her this season or the next any day now. This mythic will pair excellent with Magneto's. He's the secret skin this season, and he's going to be arriving sometime in July. His item will allow you to warp metal and throw it at enemies, but even create your own shield, strategically blocking enemy fire or even cars from hitting you. Speaking of cars, fans of Rocket Racing will be delighted to hear about a big update coming to the mode that's dropping soon. Just like LEGO Fortnite or Festival, Rocket Racing is on track to get its very own battle pass. Epic recently revealed its plans to add one, as they've seen a lot of demand from the players. This is huge considering the potential crossovers that could come out of this, like big brand cars or even something like a Transformers crossover. How cool would it be if you could drive Bumblebee or even like a Tesla Cybertruck on the map? While driving around, you may notice a missing feature this season. Car hijacking was supposed to arrive with the launch of the new season, as it was leaked for ages now, but it never did, so it's safe to say we'll be getting it sometime later in future updates. Something else to expect in a future update is a collab everyone's been asking for. The Wolverine Claws mythic has been recently updated for Season 4, which is supposed to be a Marvel season, and it could mean we'll be getting a collab with the long-awaited Deadpool and Wolverine film, giving us another Wolverine skin, this time inspired by the film. We also might get a Deadpool skin from the movie, considering the one we got in Chapter 2 Season 2's Battle Pass is now over 4 years old and no longer obtainable. And there's another long-awaited character that will most likely be joining us this Fortnitemares. It's happening later in October, but for years players have been asking for a Jason skin, inspired by the infamous Friday the 13th. Recently there was a rumor about him finally joining the game, but now it's confirmed. There will soon be an official announcement about the character coming to the island, so this year's Halloween event already sounds super cool. What's also cool is an unvault that could be foreshadowing a collab that perfectly fits the theme of Fortnite Wrecked. Chances are you recall the Med Mist, which is a healing item that was introduced in Chapter 3, and the reason for its return is none other than a reference to Mad Max. In the movie, the people of the Wasteland are seen using a similar spray, which plays a significant part in their way of life. The new season, as well as the franchise's recent installment, launched on the same day, so we can only hope we'll be getting a skin from the movie, otherwise this would just be a wasted chance. Speaking of wasted things, some eagle-eyed players have noticed the Wasteland biome might be expanded. While playing, you might have come across one of the boards showcasing the trades path on an updated map. Except the map design shows the Mesa biome being completely overtaken by sand. Either this was a design mistake from Epic, or it could be hinting at the fact that the desert biome is going to overtake a larger portion of the map, doubling the biome in its size. Something else doubled is the SMG. Let me explain. So Fortnite added support for bots and matches to be able to carry a brand new weapon, which is called the dual SMG. I don't know about you guys, but one SMG already sounds broken, so I don't know why anyone needs two, and There's not too much info on it or what it looks like, but it'll probably work similar to the dual pistols where you'll hold an SMG in each hand. Another broken weapon arriving this season is a reworked version of a past fan favorite. After snipers were completely removed from the game with the beginning of season 3, Epic's already working on a new version of the heavy sniper, this time with weapon mods. We already got our first look at it, and although its stats are currently unknown, we know that it'll deal 3 times more damage to vehicles, so this might be a good way to counter the countless cars running around. An additional feature ready for release is first person mode. For years we've been waiting, and after recent announcements by Epic, it seems like we're getting closer each day. With season 3's launch, a new tag was added for it used to hide certain parts of a skin whenever viewing in first person. Epic's also working on more and more old features, and they might be preparing one of their biggest ones yet. Last December, the launch of Fortnite's 3 new modes were huge, and Epic will want to top that. The open world game mode that's been in the works for the past few years has been updated, and it'll bring a ton of new mobility options. Those include diving, dodges, and prone abilities, making movement a lot more flexible. In open world, there's going to be tons of worlds to explore, as some previous leaks state that there will be various biomes and dynamic POIs, so you might need someone to keep you company as you travel. Well, lucky for us, Epic's also working on a brand new feature, which is pets. They're going to be AI similar to the ones we've seen in the battle passes, except these ones will be following you around, and we can assume they'll have their own system, as you'll probably have to feed them frequently like in Lego Fortnite. Speaking of which, there's a massive update coming to the game mode, and after everything we've seen so far, it's safe to say the roadmap leak is 100% confirmed, and season 3's edition was just more proof. So as we approach the end of June and start of July, you can expect claw mode to drop into Lego modes, which will likely be another test for AI pets in open world game modes, and hopefully we'll get those in Battle Royale too. Pirates of the Caribbean was also teased, coming with a mini pass and some map changes. These vaults spotted around the map are going to be updated, all to feature a pirate's quarters. These will be a new POI for the collaboration with the return of cannons, pirate treasure, but that's not all. Coming in BR a bit sooner though is a weapon that's insanely broken. The flintlock was always famous for the fact that it would save people from fall damage thanks to its knockback, but that wasn't the case, as one accidental shot could send you flying to elimination. Well, that's no longer going to be a problem, because when it returns this season, it's going to grant complete fall damage immunity. This will result in the crazy clips with it, and it definitely looks like Epic's aiming for a more chaotic and fun season. It wouldn't be as chaotic without other unvaults that Fortnite will be having during this year's summer event like we've seen in the past. The weapons and items that will be making a return are the lock-on pistol and new epic and legendary rarities, impulse grenades, dynamite, the rift to go, and mini crash pads, so the summer event already sounds promising. It's set to take place around June 25th if Epic keeps the pattern of past events. What's happening right before though is the long-awaited Fall Guys collab happening June 17th, and the new leak reveals a lot more about it. We already knew it was going to be a minigame inside BR similar to the abductors in Fortnite's Alien season, but now we know that the loot will be available inside of the crates from the winners in the minigame, and they'll be rewarded each round. It includes all weapons in the current loot pool from rare to legendary, and there's even some that'll be added soon, so that's something to look forward to. That's been changes coming to Fortnite Season 3, so subscribe and like for more.